Yeah, a very good evening to one and all. So hope you guys are able to hear me. Can you guys please confirm over the chat? Can you guys confirm me over the chat whether you guys are able to hear me or not? Yeah, fine, sir. So what we had covered, sir, on yesterday's session? What we had covered, sir, on yesterday's session? The first step. What we had covered, sir, on yesterday's session? Can you guys please confirm? So the ways for the ways for the ways for interacting the MySQL database. So total how many ways we have, sir? Total how many ways we have to interact with the MySQL database? Can you guys please confirm? Total how many ways we have to interact with the MySQL database? Two ways. What are those? What are those? Command line interface. Command line interface, which is representing what CLI, sir. And then what is another one, sir? What is another one we have? The GUI interface. Right, sir. We understand. We just seen that how to interact with MySQL database using the GUI interface as well, sir. That is graphical user interface. Could you please tell me? Could you please tell me what would be the graphical user interface to interact with MySQL database? What GUI tool we have used here to interact with MySQL database? What GUI tool we have used to interact with MySQL database? Yes, MySQL Workbench, sir. MySQL, MySQL Workbench, correct. Yes, these are the two things we have. So by using command line interface, always we are going to connect with what account? DBA account or user account. By using command line interface, so always we are going to connect with what type of an account, sir? DBA account only. Okay. By using this interface, we always able to connect with we are always able to connect with what? A DBA account only. Understand? Understand, sir? If I want to connect with a user account, if I wanted to connect with the user account of the MySQL database, means definitely I need to go for what approach? CLI approach or graphical user approach? Graphical user interface. Yesterday we created the user accounts, right? In the MySQL database as well. Right or not? Have we created the users in the MySQL database, guys, on yesterday? Yes, right. So in order to connect to that user accounts, tell me, so which approach will be useful for us? CLI or GUI? GUI, sir. Okay. So that is what one important point we need to keep in mind when you are working with what? MySQL, sir. Command line interface always useful for what? Connecting with root account only. Connecting with root account only. So by using GUI interface, either either we can connect with what? Either we can connect with what? DBA account or what? User account, sir. Okay. These are the two important points you need to keep in mind. Hope you guys are clear, everyone. Hope you guys are clear or not, everyone. We can use for what? Both DBA accounts, DBA account and what? User accounts are clear, everyone. So GUI interface MySQL Workbench is also useful for what? Connecting for what? Both DBA account and user account. But whereas command line interface useful for what? Connecting with the DBA account only, sir. Clear, everyone? To interacting with MySQL database. Hope you guys are comfortable or not. Hope you guys are comfortable or not, sir. Are you installed the MySQL database or not? First of all, tell me, sir. Are you guys completed the installation process of MySQL database or not? Sir, if anybody facing an issue with respect to the MySQL database, so what you need to do is completely if the installation got failed during the process means try to uninstall all the components through control panel. That is the first step. Okay, if you are unable to remove the software from control panel means try to remove that software through CC cleaner. Try to remove the software through CC cleaner, sir. Then you are able to install the things perfectly, sir. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So tell me, sir, after interacting with MySQL database on yesterday, so we have seen some SQL commands to connect with what? SQL commands to connect with what? MySQL. Right, sir. So, okay. Yeah. So could you please tell me the command to verify to get to know about what account you have, what account you are in? Could you please tell me what would be the command for that? Could you please confirm? Kiran, I will take your questions. I will take your question at the end, sir. Okay. So just keep your question with you so that I will ask you at the end, sir. So tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. In order to get to know about the user account of and the user account of and the MySQL database, what is the command for that? What is the command for that, sir? Select current underscore. So current underscore user function, sir. Current underscore user function. This is what the command, sir. Okay. So how can you create a database? How can you create a database in MySQL? How can you create our own database in MySQL? What is the command for that? To create a database in the MySQL, what is the command for that? What is the command for creating the database? Teja, not create databases, sir. Just verify the syntax. So create a database, then followed by what? Database name. Right or not? Sir, out of 53 candidates, out of the 53 students, like only 3 of them are responding the question, sir. What about 50 people, sir? What about the 50 people, guys? Just connected with the laptop and went away from the laptop, right? So try to answer and try to answer, sir. Try to answer the questions. Try to answer the questions and interact with me. Try to get some knowledge on MySQL. It is also very important for you, sir. Not at all learning the Oracle is fine. You need to learn like some basics on MySQL as well. If you are get into the project, if the project is using like as an MySQL means, definitely you need to learn what? MySQL, sir. Definitely you need to learn what? MySQL. So here we are just trying to give you some knowledge on what? MySQL. How to interact with MySQL, how to write a queries in MySQL, and what are the changes, what are the differences between we have Oracle and MySQL. All these are important, so you get to know. Understand? Yes. So this is what like as in the database. What is the syntax for creating the database case? What is the syntax for creating the database in MySQL? What is the syntax for creating the database in MySQL? What is the syntax for creating the database in MySQL, sir? Create a database name, right, sir? So how can you list the databases? How can you list the databases? How can you list? How can you list like as in the databases in MySQL? How can you list the databases in MySQL? How can you list the databases in MySQL? So far, 7 people got responded, sir. So far, like 7 people got responded. What about others, sir? Sharanya, I asked you the question on what, sir? How to list the databases? How to list what databases? I did not ask you what would be the reason, what would be the users. Okay, show databases is the command, sir. Show databases is nothing but on the command. How can you connect to a particular database? How can to get what? To get the list of databases, available in what? Available in a current user, sir. Understand? So how can you connect to a particular database, sir? How can you connect to a particular database? Use, okay, use database name, sir. Use nothing but on what? The database name. Nothing but on what? Connecting to a particular database from a list of databases. Understand, sir? That is what the thing, sir. Okay. After connecting the database, how can you list the tables, sir? How can you get the list of tables available in the database? How can you list the available tables in the database? Show tables. Right, sir. Show tables. Show tables. Getting the list of tables, sir, from the database for selected database. Understand? So tell me, after creating the after showing that after getting the list of the tables, tell me the creating the table, inserting the table, creating the table, inserting the table, updating the table, okay, deleting the data from the table. All the commands are so all the commands syntax wise is the same or not, both Oracle and MySQL. Come on, guys. So DDL commands, DML commands. Okay. So DDL commands. DDL commands means what, sir? DDL commands means what? Create, alter, drop, truncate. All these things are come. What about the DML commands? What about the DML commands? Insert, update, select, delete. All these are so DDL commands and DML commands are same for all RDBMS database softwares, sir. RDBMS database softwares. Understand, sir? Relational database softwares, I can say that for all relational database softwares, sir. Right or not? All the DDL commands and the DML commands are one and same for all the relational databases or not? Right, sir? Right. So that's what we had performed on what yesterday, sir. That's what we had performed on what yesterday. So how can you clear the screen, sir? How can you clear the history of the SQL prompt? How can you clear like as in the clear? How can you clear like as in the prompt of an SQL, sir? In the Oracle, to clear what SQL prompt, CL space CLR CLR, right? So in our case, what you need to do, sir? In case of MySQL, so / exclamatory CLS, sir. Okay, just for what? Clearing the console, sir. Just for what? Clearing the console. Understand, sir? That's all. Clearing the console history. That's all. Nothing more than that. So, is it possible to create a users and the granting the permissions to the user in MySQL as well, sir? Everyone, is it possible? Is it possible to create like as in the users and granting the permissions to that users as well in the MySQL, sir? Right or not? So, and also just we have seen what, how can you create a user, sir, in MySQL? Creating the user, how can you create like as in the user, sir? How can you create like as in the user, sir? Create a user, create a user. What is the username, sir? Suresh is nothing but an what username. Okay, single quotes. Suresh should be in what? Single quotes, sir. Okay, single quotes. Suresh should be what? Single quotes. At the rate. At the rate. And this account should be created in what? Local host. Okay. And then identified by what? Identified by what? Password, sir. Password. So nothing but on what? Suresh. That's all. This is the way of creating the user in MySQL, sir. Am I correct? Am I correct or not, sir? In yesterday's we had created the things, right? How can you grant the permissions? How can you grant the permissions, sir? How can you grant the permissions? How can you grant the permissions, sir? Granting the permissions, sir. Granting the permissions. Permissions to the user, sir. How can you grant that permissions? Grant all privileges. Grant all privileges. Grant all privileges on star dot star, sir. Star dot star means nothing but on what? All privileges, sir. Okay, grant all privileges to what? Suresh account. Suresh account what? Local host, sir. That's all. This is the way of granting all the privileges, to the Suresh account, sir. Suresh user account, right? Yes. What kind of permissions it is going to get, sir? Insert operation, delete operation, update operation, select operation, create operation, drop operation, truncate operation. Apart from grant permission and the revoke permission, rest of all other operations will get for this Suresh user, sir. Understand? Understand? Right, sir? Right or not? These are the things which we have discussed on what? Yesterday's session or not? How to provide a specific permission to the user instead of giving all permissions. In a place of this star dot star, you need to specify what? Insert, update, delete, all these words you need to substitute, sir. Understand, sir? Good question, sir. Good question. Sorry. See, sir, instead of all privileges here, sir, you need to substitute what? These words, sir. You need to substitute what? These words. Observe carefully. See, sir. Okay. Instead of giving like as on the all privileges, sir, the user is granted all privileges except what? Grant option and proxy, sir. So you can specify instead of all privileges here, you need to specify what? Either if you want to allow to create an user, then you can go with what? Create comma, delete comma, insert comma, select comma, update comma. So all these things you need to specify here, Kiran. Is that clear for you? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, fine. This is what another way as well. Okay, so another way, sir. So instead of what Suresh here, that's all. So means we are just allowing the permission to the Suresh for what operations? Grant. So grant of what? So grant of what, sir? What permissions we are allowing to the Suresh? Create operation, select operation, and insert operation only, sir. Understand? Understand my point, guys? We are just allowing the user. We are just allowing the user what operation, sir? What operation? Grant, so create operation, select operation, and then insert operation on which user, sir? Suresh user. Hope you are clear, Kiran. This is what you are expecting, right? This is what you are expecting, right, sir? Yes. So specific permissions, granting the specific permissions. Okay. Specific permissions to the user, sir. That's all. Clear? Yes. So in place of an, so according to your requirement, you need to place what respective the things. Clear, sir? So how can you revoke back the permissions as well? How can you revoke back like as in the permissions as well, sir? Revoke all privileges on. Okay, revoke all privileges. Revoke by using like as in the revoke command, sir. Okay, by using what? The revoke command. Revoke all privileges. Okay, revoke what? All privileges. Okay, revoke all privileges on what? Star dot star from local user is nothing but an what? Suresh. Okay, this is what the command for that. To revoking the privileges. Revoking means what, sir? What do you mean by revoking? Can you guys please confirm what do you mean by revoking? What do you mean by revoking, sir? What do you mean by revoking, sir? Ah, taking back out, taking out the permissions, sir. Taking out like as in the permissions. Okay, so that is nothing but an what? Removing the permissions. Removing what? The permissions for an user, sir. For an user. Okay, this is what the command for that. Revoke command, all privileges on star dot star, whatever the privileges you have what, whatever the privileges you have given to that Suresh user, we are just backing out that privileges, sir. That's all. Nothing more than that. So this is what removing the permissions for what? For the user, sir. Hope you guys are comfortable creating the users after creating like as in the creating the users, granting the permissions and taking out the permissions for an user as well. Hope you guys are comfortable or not. Come on, guys. Can you guys help me? Can you guys help me how to connect to? Can you guys help me how to connect to MySQL Workbench, sir? How to get like as in the MySQL Workbench? Can you guys help me for that? Could you please help me the navigation how to open like as in the Workbench? How to open like as in the Workbench? Can you guys help me? Go to the start menu and search for a word called what? Workbench. And there is an option there is where you can find what MySQL Workbench is there or not. Yes. Try to open that MySQL Workbench, sir. Try to open that MySQL Workbench. Yes. So come on, sir. So on the local, yesterday we just created the two connections here on the Workbench. Am I correct? Are we created like as in these two connections on yesterday or not? One for what? Root account. Another is for what? Suresh connection account, sir. Right, sir. So when you open that Suresh, if you want to open the Suresh connection account means just double click on it. Just double click on it, guys. Okay. Just double click on it, sir. So see, sir. See, could you please help me for the Suresh account? So for the Suresh account, just verify. So are we in the Suresh account or not? So select current current underscore user, sir. That's all. Okay. See, sir. See what account we are in, sir. Can you guys please confirm what account we are in? Suresh account with the local host, sir. Understand? Suresh account with the local host. Clear? So how many databases are there? So once the user got created, sir, once the new user got created in the MySQL, so whatever the databases are available in the root account, those databases are available to all the users or not? Come on, guys. Ashok IT. Ashok IT is the database which we had created on yesterday in the root account. So that database is able to access by the user or not? Suresh account able to access or not, sir? Suresh account is able to access that Ashok IT database or not? Yes. So we can access it, sir. If you wanted to perform any kind of in the table creation as well, you can do that one, sir. Let us try to create a sample table, sir. Create a table, test table, sir. Okay. So something what? So create a table. So Ashok IT underscore employee, sir. Okay. Employees. So nothing but on what employee ID. So which is nothing but on what big int. Okay. And then what primary key. Okay. And then what primary key. and then employee name. Okay, employee name, nothing but an what, varchar 2 of what, varchar 2 of how many characters, 50 characters. And I just wanted to know what, created date as well, date, so date, sir. And then what, created time as well. Okay, just wanted to know what, created time as well. So do we have any timestamps, sir, here? Yes, we have the timestamp as well, right, sir? So created, so we can go with what, created status. Okay, we'll go with what, created status. So come on, sir, what is the difference between date and time? Can you guys please confirm what is the difference between a date and time? What is the difference between a date and time? What is the difference between a date data type and a timestamp data type? As we are already discussed in Oracle side, date always holds what, date value only, right, sir? Date only shows the date, sir. Timestamp is nothing but an what, date with the time or not, date with the time or not. So in the Oracle database, okay, in the Oracle database, how can you get to know like the current date, sir? Current date, that is nothing but an what, system date from dual, sir. System date from dual. This is Oracle, sir. This is the Oracle to get to know what, system date, right, sir? Why it is there? Sysdate only, right? Sysdate. Sysdate. From keyword is not expecting. Okay, select sysdate from dual, sir. Sorry, not a function, sir. Select sysdate from dual, sir. That's all. This is what you need to select what, the data from the Oracle, sir. So when it comes from the MySQL, so if you guys wanted to get to know what, now function, sir. Okay, now function from where, so now function, sir. Select now, that's all. Okay, select now, sir. What it is going to return, sir? Just see here. So date with the timestamp we are getting or not? To get like to get to know about what, the current date in the MySQL. What is the function name, sir? What is the function name we need to call? Select now. It will returns what, the current date and the timestamp of the MySQL, sir. Understand? Yes, I'm just creating the table, sir. I'm just creating the table with the name as and what, Ashok IT underscore employees. Okay, I am inserting the records. Insert into Ashok IT underscore, Ashok IT underscore. So table not created, kada? Table not created. Table is created, sir. Okay, insert into Ashok IT underscore employees number 1. So it's Mahesh. Okay, and then what? So status. So created status. I can call it what now, sir. Okay, now. Okay, now. Yes. Yeah. One more record I'm going to insert. So that is to Ashok. Okay, Ashok. That's all. Okay. So select these two statements and execute it, sir. So two inserts got done and just auto commit by default it is enabled. Okay. Select star from Ashok IT underscore employees. So just verify it, sir. The two tables got the two records got inserted under the table with respect to the timestamps or not. Come on, guys. Right. Right, sir. Okay. Yes. So means as a Suresh user, he can have an option for creating the database table, inserting the records, selecting the records from the table. Along with that, he can have an option for deleting the records and updating the records or not. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yes. Yeah. Are you done with that? Are you guys comfortable for interacting with MySQL? Any other things get to know about the MySQL? Someone asking the question, can you explain me the numeric data types? In which data types, sir? You are talking about Oracle or MySQL? Akul Prasad, MySQL. Okay, then I will explain you, sir. No problem. That is not a big deal. Come on, guys. So you are able to create the users and you are able to create the databases. You are able to create the tables. You are able to insert the data into the tables, updating the data in the tables, up deleting and all these stuffs you are able to do with respect to the MySQL as well or not? What is a schema? Schema means nothing but words are the database are here. So the databases. Ashokite is nothing but one database which will be the representing as one schema in MySQL. Clear? Yes. Okay then. So this is all about for what? MySQL related stuff, sir. So means how to interact, how to install the MySQL database, how to interact with the MySQL database, and how can you execute the DML commands and DDL commands in the MySQL database, and how to create a users in the MySQL database, how to allocate the permissions to the MySQL, how to allocate the permissions of an user in MySQL database. All these things which we had covered, sir. So the way you have worked with an Oracle, similar kind of things you can work with what? MySQL, sir. Slight difference is what with respect to the data types. That's all. So in the Oracle, so if you want to allow only the number values in the column means, then you need to use a what data type? Number data type, sir. But in case of MySQL, so we will be having what? So big int. Okay, so in Oracle, if you want to allow the variable length character in your column means, then you need to go for what? Varchar or varchar2. But in case of MySQL, it will allow only what? Varchar only, sir. MySQL doesn't supports what? Varchar2. Understand? MySQL doesn't supports what? Varchar2, sir. Okay, that is a point you get to know. Okay, I will add one more point as well, sir, with respect to the commands. Select now function, sir. So getting what? Getting the date and getting what? Timestamp value from MySQL database, sir. From MySQL database. That's all. Any other questions? Any other questions, sir? With respect to the MySQL database? Everyone, non-IT people, whether you guys are comfortable with MySQL database or not? I will be starting with another discussion, sir. Before starting off our another discussion, so let's clear on what? MySQL. Let's clear on what? MySQL side, sir. Any doubts? TCL commands means working, yeah, commit, rollback, not at all the DDL. So that's what I told you, SQL commands, sir. Okay, TCL commands, commit, rollback, okay, all these things are the one work will be the one and same, sir. Okay, constraints also the work will be the same. So whatever the syntaxes you have followed for creating the constraints for primary keys, primary keys, unique key, not null constraints, check constraints, okay, foreign key constraints, all these are also one and same with respect to what? Oracle and MySQL. Understand? Yes, sir. You can write it, sir. You can write it. Okay. Yeah. So could you please could you please confirm? Do we have a employee table and department table under our table, sir? Could you please confirm? How can so could you please confirm, do we have a EMP table and a department table in the MySQL database? Come on, sir. Do we have that one? No. No. So hope you are already aware of that one. How to get like as an EMP table and a department table in the web using live script, sir. Using what? Live script, right? Right or not? Using what? Live script, right? So just simple, what you need to do, sir? As simple as that one. What you need to do? Just go for the Google. Just go. So get into the Google, sir. Get into the Google and EMP and department. Okay. So MySQL live script, sir. So MySQL what? Live script. That's all. Okay. So see, sir, MySQL. We required what? MySQL, sir, not for Oracle. Okay. Just go for what? MySQL here. Second one. Okay. Second one, sir. See, sir, drop table if exists, sir. If employees already existed in your table means drop that one and create it. Okay. Just copy, sir. Just copy it, sir. What you need to do is, okay, just copy it, sir. Just copy it, sir. Just copy the data. That's all. Nothing more than that. Okay. Just copy the data from this website. How to change MySQL password by using alter command? Yes, sir. Alter user username password. Same command, sir. Alter user username identified by password. The same command, Harika. Changing like as in the password of and the user. Okay. Yeah, I will give you, sir. Just a minute. Okay. So take a new worksheet. Take a new worksheet. How can you take a new worksheet here? Select the database first, and then there is an option for you what? Create a new SQL tab for executing the queries. Okay. Paste it here. Paste it here, sir. Whatever the sequels we had copied from the web. Okay, simple. Just paste it here and select all commands. Select all commands and execute it. Simple, sir. See, it is executed. It's executed, sir. Okay, and now select the database. Select the database. Select a star from employee table. So the table of data has been populated or not? Come on, sir. The table of data has been populated or not? Department table also populated or not? So this is how you need to populate what? Employee table and the department tables information, sir. Okay. Taking the help of what? Live script, sir. Taking the help of what? Live script from the web and execute that sequels in your database and get what? Get populated with what? Data, sir. That's all. Clear? So how many records are there here? 14 records are there in employees. And the department contains what? 4 records. Same kind of Oracle and MySQL database having the same data or not? Come on, guys. Okay. Yeah. So this is what like as in the command for what? So this is what like as in the command for what, sir? Command for what? Resetting the password, sir. Resetting the password. Okay. So see, sir, resetting the password for an what? For an the root account for an what? The root account or the user account, sir. User account. Okay. This is what the command for that. This is what the command for that, sir. Alter user username. Username means nothing but on the local username you need to supply what? Username, sir. And then the local host identified by new password, sir. Is that clear, Harika? This is what you need to execute this command, sir, to modify the password. No, sir, you cannot have an option to change the database name, sir. Database name means you would like to change what? Ashok IT to something what? You just wanted to change this name of the database, right, sir? Yeah, instead of changing that one, you can drop it and recreate it, sir. Okay. 1 minute, sir. Changing the database name in MySQL. Forget that command. 1 minute. We can have an option to rename as well, sir. No problem. Okay, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, using like as in the rename, sir. Using like as in the rename. Okay. Rename database syntax, sir. We have what? Rename database syntax. See, sir, if I wanted to change the, we'll verify it. Okay, rename database. So you can have an option to rename the table name, but you do not have Ashok IT to what? Ashok underscore IT. Ashok underscore IT. Okay. So see, sir, you do not have an option to rename the database. You can have an option to rename the table. Okay, you can have you can have an option for renaming the table, Harika. Okay, if you wanted to rename the database means you need to drop it and recreate the database. Yes, sir. Already foreign keys are established, sir. If you see here, if you get into this script, sir, if you get into this script, 1 minute, sir. So, okay, the relations are not as established, sir. Okay, got it. So they did not use the relations, sir. If you want that relations as well, you can use it, sir. If you want the relations, you can get it from that script from the web. Okay. So with the relations. Okay. Yes. So yes, sir. Drop user. You are correct, Sudha. Like whatever the command you have used, that's drop user. No need of using the cascade here. No need of using the cascade. I'm just giving you the command for that. Just a minute. Okay. So this is nothing but on what? Dropping the user, sir. Okay. Dropping the user. Dropping the user. Okay. How can we drop the user? This is the command for the drop user, username, and then followed by what? At the rate localhost, sir. That's all. This is what the drop command for MySQL. Yeah. We are getting into that topic. How to join the two tables. So once we clear once we clear the doubts with respect to the MySQL, that is what our discussion for the today for the new discussion, sir. Hope you guys are comfortable so far with respect to the MySQL. Any doubts, any questions? Any doubts, any questions, sir? Any doubts, any questions with respect to the MySQL? If you have any blockers, with respect to the installation of MySQL, okay. So if the installation got failed during the process, try to uninstall it the software, try to uninstall the MySQL components completely from the control panel. That is the first option for you. You need to do it. Okay. The second option is if you are unable to do the if you are unable to uninstall the things from the control panel means try to uninstall through CC cleaner. Yes, Kiran, you are correct. Before creating the table, definitely you need to create the database first, then only you can create the table, Kiran. You are correct. Yes. Fine. So hope you are clear. Shall we get into another discussion? Shall we start with another discussion, guys? Shall we start with another discussion or not? Yes. Overloading, sir. So means hectic. Sir, as of now, I just highlighted whatever the commands we had worked on yesterday. Same commands we have just discussed here with more details with our queries. That's all. So nothing more much we had discussed for today. Okay. So just I will give you the brief information about the joins, sir. Tomorrow we'll start working with what? Joins. Okay. Yes. Oh, since 5 p.m. the classes are going on. Okay. 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 You guys are attending with advanced Java with Ashok sir, right? Okay. Hmm. Okay, sir. Just for the 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get to understanding some basic understanding about what joins, sir. Okay. Then we'll wind up for the today, and tomorrow onwards we'll start with what? Working with the SQL joins. Okay. So as we are already know that one, sir, in the earlier discussions, we just had the created the relationship between the database tables using what kind of constraints, primary key constraints and the foreign key constraints or not. Come on, guys. In the earlier discussions, sir, we had created the relationship between the database tables using what? Primary key constraint and foreign key constraint. Such a kind of relationship creation is called as an what? Physical join, sir. Physical join. So means physically you are establishing the parent-child relationship between the two tables or not? Physically you are establishing the relationship between the two tables or not, guys? So that is called physical join, sir. Okay. So what is the main purpose and main motive of joins in a RDBMS database, relational database software, sir? Sir, basically the joins in the joins purpose in a relational database softwares are mainly used for what? Retrieving the data from multiple tables. Retrieving the data from the multiple tables. That is what main motive of joins. If you guys are working as we already know that one, sir. So we have like as an Ashok IT portal. Okay. So in that Ashok IT portal, tell me, sir, are we going to maintain the information of this portal in the one database table? Are we going to maintain the information of this portal in the one database table? No, right? So we are going to maintain the data of this portal in the multiple tables, right, sir? Right or not? We are just maintaining the data of this application portal of this portal into the multiple tables or not? Right? So one table for what? So one table is for what, sir? So what kind of courses providing by Ashok IT? Okay. And another table for maintaining for what? Just for upcoming batches information. Okay. Upcoming batches information. Another table is for what? So just for maintaining the workshops information of an Ashok IT. Okay. Another one is for what? Maintaining the placements related information in the Ashok IT. Okay. So means we are for each and every option. So for each and every option, we are going to have to maintain what? The separate table for holding what? For holding what? The information of what? Students in the Ashok IT, sir. Right, sir? So see, if you consider like as an Ashok IT portal here, sir, we will be the having what? Multiple tables. One for what? Holding the students information in the student table. Another for what? Another purpose is what? Holding the trainers information in the trainers table, and holding what? Non-admin. So I mean to say that non-trainers information also we are going to hold in what? Another database table. And we are going to maintain the students information with the enrollment of their courses in the one table. And we are going to maintain the another table for what? Students enrollment for the course payments. Right or not? We are just maintaining the payments of the students in the another table, sir. Right or not? So means if you consider any kind of an application in the real world, definitely, so which will involves what? Multiple tables. Multiple tables will be there or not, guys? If you take any example on the real world application, okay, real world application such as what? Ashok IT portal or LinkedIn portal or Facebook application or Naukri application. If you take any kind of an application, tell me, sir, are they are maintaining the data in the form of only one table, or they are maintaining the information in the multiple tables? Come on, sir. They are maintaining the information in what? The multiple tables, sir. Okay. So when we are always maintaining the data of an application in what? Multiple tables, sir. Definitely. So when you are maintaining the data in the multiple tables means typical requirement of an application development is what? Extracting the information from multiple tables or not? Come on, guys. Typical requirement of an application development is what, sir? Extracting the information from multiple tables or not? Come on, guys. So for example, if you take what Ashok IT portal only with respect to what online trainings information. So see, sir, we are getting the information from where courses table. We are getting an information from where trainers table, and we are getting what we are getting this. We are getting the table of. We are getting the information for this screen from the multiple tables or not? Come on, guys. We will be the having like multiple information of the, we will be the having what the multiple we are getting the information of this the screen getting from multiple tables or not? Come on, sir. Yes. So if anyone is going to register for a particular student, okay, if anyone is going to register the particular training program, means we are going to maintain the data in the students table or not? Right. So that is what the things, sir. That is what the typical requirement. So means frequently requirement of an application development is what? Extracting the data. Extracting the data from the multiple database tables is called what? How we are extracting the data from the multiple tables in the database? Using what? Joins concept. Okay, using the joins concept, sir. Okay, joins in Oracle are mainly used for what? Retrieving the data from one or more database tables, sir. Right? So basically, we can retrieve the data from the multiple tables based on what? Common columns between the tables. So whenever you have, whenever you have like as in the common column between the tables, then only you can able to extract the information. Okay, then only you are able to extract the information from the multiple tables using joins. If you do not have the common column, means is it possible to extract the information from multiple tables? No, not at all possible. Okay, if you see, if you take an example here, select a star from employee table we have. Okay, so we have an employee table and we have another table called what? A department table. So what is the common column between these two tables? What is the common column between these two tables, sir? Department number, right or not? So common column having what? Department number, and also having the relationship is existed between these two tables or not? And also the relationship is existed between these two tables or not? Primary key relationship and foreign key relationship is existed or not? So whenever you have like as on the common column between the two tables, then only you can perform what? Then only you can perform what? Joins in joins in relational databases, sir. So tell me, sir, if the department number column is not present in the employee table, means tell me, is it possible to extract the information from the EMP table and the department table at a time? If there is no common column between these two tables, means tell me, is it possible to extract the information from the from the EMP table and department table? Not at all possible. Right, sir? Not at all possible, sir. So means definitely, so whenever you want to extract the data from the multiple tables, means definitely those multiple tables should have what? Common column. If you do not have the common column, means you cannot extract the data. You cannot extract the data, and it is not at all possible to extract the data, guys. That is what need to keep in mind. So when you guys working with what? Okay, when you guys working when you guys working with what? When you are guys working with joins in the relational database software, always the table should have what? Common columns. Then only we can get what? The data from multiple tables. So that's what I clearly mentioned, sir. If there is no common column between the database tables, then it won't extract the information from the multiple tables, sir. Okay. Whenever we wanted to extract the data from the multiple tables as a programmer, so we need to specify what? Join condition, sir. Understand, sir? So whenever you want to extract the information from the multiple tables as a programmer, what you guys need to do? What you guys need to do, guys? You need to specify what? Join conditions. You need to specify what? Join condition. What do you mean by join condition, sir? Join condition is nothing but an primary key of one table and the foreign key of another table, sir. That is nothing but an what? Join condition. Hope you guys are comfortable or not what I am trying to say. Whenever you have like as in the multiple tables in an application, definitely you will be getting the frequently requirement as what? Extracting the information from the multiple tables. Okay, so how can you extract the data from the multiple tables in a RDBMS and the relational database softwares using joins concept? Okay, using like as in the joins. So means when you are maintaining the data of an application, make sure that you need to have what relationships between the two tables as well, sir. Relationship between the tables also it's an important. Okay, so when you are maintaining the data of an application, sir, definitely the relations also comes into the relations also come relations are the mandatory, sir. Relations are mandatory to maintain. Okay, then only you are able to extract the information from the multiple tables. If there is no common column between these two tables, means you cannot extract the information. If you have the common column, means then only you can able to extract the information, sir. Okay, so tell me, sir, in order to extract the data from the multiple tables as a programmer, what he need to specify, sir? Yes, sir. It's the same, Kiran. Parent-child relationship is mandatory for working with what joins. Come on, guys. Whenever we wanted to extract the data from the multiple tables as a programmer, what we need to specify, sir? As a database developer or a programmer, we need to specify what? Join conditions, sir. What do you mean by join conditions, sir? It's nothing but in the primary key column of one table. Primary key column of the one table should be matched with what foreign key column of the another table, sir. Understand? So for example, so department table having the primary key what department number, and the EMP table department number column is nothing but an what foreign key, sir. If you see here, select star from employee E, department D. Okay, E and D are nothing but an what? Alias names for the employee table or not, sir? E and D are nothing but an what? Alias names for the employee table or not? So we just specified the join condition or not here between the two common columns of the